Good morning and welcome to another Pleasure Beach Experience vlog from Thorpe Park. It is July and the sun is shining, the weather is certainly sweet. I'm joined by Mark.
Good day.
And Mullet will be joining us a little bit later on. So while the park's looking a little bit quiet this morning, we're going to take advantage of that, head over to Saw, do Saw first, then Inferno, then probably head over to Stealth. Looking forward to getting back on Stealth.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Really enjoy Stealth.
Stealth fanboy.
Stealth with an F, obviously, but
yes.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's good to be back over the islands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is one of my favourite UK parks, without a doubt. I'll absolutely love it here.
Yeah.
It's just ace.
Looking forward to Inferno as well.
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's running half as good as what Nemesis was when we had the event. It'll be running superb. Looking forward to it.
We've timed that perfectly. We've got to just through the dome and everyone's heading into the park now. The rope has been dropped and, well, the stampede is on. It still doesn't look particularly busy, which is great because we've travelled 3 hours to get down to Thorpe today and we're hoping to do lots of rides. Of course, with it being July, we are expecting it will be pretty busy, but it seems quite quiet at the minute, so we are going to just hammer the rides while we've got the chance and film the rides later on. But there's going to be lots of park footage, lots of reviews, bit of hype for Fright Nights as well. So we'll see how the day goes. We'll see you over at Saw. We've just taken our first ride of the day on Saw the Ride. Took us about 10 minutes for a wait. Not too bad really. And compared to the ride I had on it in March, it was actually alright. It was still a bit bumpy on the head and shoulders, but for the type of ride it is and the theming it's got, really it shouldn't be smooth. It should feel a little bit bumpy. It should feel like a torture device. That is the theming of it. Mark, how was it for you?
It's one of the best rides I've had on it, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think it was that bad.
No.
At all. It was like, yeah, the odd head shape, but other than that, I thought it was just what it needed to be. It was superb, I thought, really. Good
stuff. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And quickly, we'll get back to this subject later, but do you think that they should do something around the Saw area for Fright Nights?
Yeah, like a skirt zone.
Yeah.
Celebrate it. It's like 10 years of Saw the Ride, isn't it? So
yeah,
just fill it with a few actors in it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Saw Alive's coming back, so it would be good for them to do something around that area as a scare zone, I think.
Yeah, it would be good, because like, even if they just have the actors when it starts going darker,
yeah, definitely.
They need to have them there all day. Just have them there like later on. It'd be spot on.
It'd be good if they were in the queue area as well, if they could get to it.
Yeah, just like walking in and out of the queues and stuff like that. Although I might still block them and say, "Oh, stop queue jumping, please." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice. In all honesty, but I think it would work well.
Yeah, it would.
Would work really well. And you know, it's all right, really.
Yeah, good stuff. So we are now heading over to Nemesis Inferno, which is always one of my favourite rides to do at this park and in the UK. So we'll let you know what the queue time is and we'll let you know how we get on Nemesis Inferno. So you enjoying your time in the UK from Australia?
They come over to see me from Australia.
See our Nan, her Nan has been everywhere, she is.
Yeah, I got stuck in Jungle Escape for a good 30 years.
30 years?
Yeah, couldn't do the puzzle. Well, I can't see, I can't hear. How am I meant to do it, love?
Well, it's a good shout, it's a good shout.
You really need some help with that.
I've definitely got my £7 worth though.
Well, I hope you enjoy your stay in the UK.
Oh, thank you so much.
And,
have a wonderful day as well.
Nice to meet you, see you later. I think they're lost, Mark.
A long way from Australia.
A long way, isn't it?
It is. On a 24-hour flight and that, but
hey, they've come to Thorpe Park and it's nice and quiet, so they'll get to do lots of rides once they're finishing chatting with folk. Yeah. Looking forward to Inferno?
Oh, without doubt.
Yeah.
Love Inferno, absolutely love Inferno. It's just hopefully get that row 7.
Row 7.
Row 7 on it.
It's all about row 7 on Inferno.
Exactly. It'd be good. I enjoy it. Got better.
Yeah.
Got a lot better with age, so.
Like a fine wine.
Well, if you drink wine,
yeah, I mean, I don't drink it, it's just a saying, isn't it? We'll ask Mullet, he drinks wine.
Yeah, we'll ask him later on when we see him and say, look, does wine get better with age?
Well, that's if he ever gets out of bed.
He'll be waking up about 3 PM saying, oh lads, I've missed it.
Missed it.
Oh no.
Oh no. In fact, it's worth mentioning in a second once remember how to turn the camera around. I know someone's going to ask, where's Mike? Mike is working, and he's working next week, and he's working every week between now and 2050, I think. Every time we ask him if he's coming anywhere with us, at the minute it's, oh, I'm working, lads, I'm working. He's already saving for America next year, so can't fault him, to be honest. Although he is coming to Leesburg, so he will be at Leesburg with us, which is coming on the channel in the next couple of days. But for now, we're going to take a ride on the excellent Nemesis Inferno. We've just taken 2 rides on Nemesis Inferno. We'll do a little review on Inferno shortly, but before we move on, we've mentioned a couple of times we're going to talk about Fright Nights today, and it looks like the Blair Witch Maze, or what was the Blair Witch Maze last year, is going to be coming back. Mark reckons this wood here is newly put up, but also if you have a little look through the trees, we'll try and zoom in on some of the maze. Definitely looks like the maze is being put back together ready for this year. It's hard to really see anything from up here, but the signs are that something is going to be coming back. I would imagine there'll be Blair Witch again. What are you thinking, Mark? Did you do Blair Witch last year? Because I didn't. I missed out on it.
I enjoyed it. It was really, really good. Obviously, they only opened it, I think, about 6 o'clock, if I remember correctly, at night.
Yeah.
So obviously you got all the nighttime stuff. But I'd say I really, really enjoyed it, especially this area, because obviously you crawl through, and
yeah,
it was superb. But it definitely looks as though something's coming back with all the meshing that's come up and everything like that. Because obviously I think this is new and above the actual shed as well.
Yeah.
It is all new.
Pleasure Beach Experience on YouTube. Check it out.
But nice. It's nice to see that they've already planned middle of June and it's going together. So
yeah,
I'm hyped for this year. Really am. I cannot wait to come down and experience it again.
Good stuff. And any shout outs you want to do for the Inferno staff?
Yeah, they were superb, weren't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, high five and like the whole train and everything. It was good. It was like being back in America again.
Yeah, it was.
They were superb, them 2 girls. They were superb.
All they needed was TP, the place to be, right on.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it was massive shout out to them. They were ace.
Great stuff.
Superb.
Should we go over to Stealth?
Yes, let's go.
Let's do it. We've just taken our first rides on Stealth since we rode Top Thrill Dragster and King the Car. Let's ask the Top Thrill Dragster fan, how was it for you?
That was brilliant, that was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Front row on that. Oh man, so much fun. It was just ace. Lots of air time as well going over.
Yeah, it was.
Over the top part, it was spot on. Absolutely love that. It is so much better than King the Car.
Yeah.
It is so much better than it. Yeah, it's ace. Absolutely loved it.
So not even just a little bit better, a lot better.
A lot better. Literally, I could go round again and again and again. That was so much fun. It was just ace. Absolutely ace.
Not heard you say that since Untamed, but I've definitely not heard you say it since like Top Thrill Dragster and stuff.
Yeah.
The weather. Pleasure Beach Experience on YouTube. Check it out. What's going on? That's twice today.
I know.
It's saying it too much. Although I'd like them to check it out.
Yeah.
So, what was I going to say? The weather. It's been a bit strange, as we can see by your top. We've not been on a water ride, but whilst we were in the queue for Stealth, we got a tad moist.
A tad moist, but it was well needed. It was getting a bit warm, weren't it?
It was.
But sun's coming out again, so hopefully it'll stay out all afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Shall we take another ride on Stealth?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Wherever it is. There it is. We've come in focus now. Just look at it. It's just an excellent UK coaster. Let's do it again. Earlier on in today's vlog, we spoke about the Blair Witch Maze by the exit of Nemesis Inferno. We've now come over to Old Town here at Thorpe Park, where there appears to be some early construction works going on for a new maze around the Loggers Leap area. I'll start with Mark. You got any theories for this area?
I think they're going to tie it into Loggers Leap.
Yeah.
Obviously it mentions about sawmills and obviously that and logs, and obviously the chainsaw guy.
Yeah.
He's obviously going to be cutting something,
Yeah.
wood and stuff like that. So we're going to tie it all in. That's my theory on it anyway. And there's going to be a chainsaw ending in there.
Yeah, it's going to be a chainsaw at the end. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, and I'll just start squealing, I think.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It looks as though it's not like an IP, it looks as though it's their own creation, and normally they're like the best ones.
Yeah.
And that's something that I can't wait to experience.
Yeah, a bit of classic Thorpe Park creativity.
Yeah, I think this will be the maze to be experienced next time. And it's just, and that's my theory. Obviously, tie it in with loggers and water and things like that. It's just be going all round. It just makes you wonder if the platform's now gone, because you can imagine it using the same sort of area.
Yeah.
But time will tell. Time will tell. It's nice to see that they've already started constructing it and thinking about it. So I'm hyped already.
I was going to say, does it get you excited?
I am very excited. I can't wait for Halloween this time. It's going to be amazing. I think this is going to be one of the best Halloweens that's been told, and something I can't wait to experience the odd maze with Mr. Jump-A-Lot to see who scares most, me or Mullet.
Yeah, so it's time to introduce our Mullet friend here.
Southern correspondent.
Southern correspondent, Thorpe Park correspondent.
Yeah.
Welcome to the vlog.
Thank you.
Nice to see you finally join us. I
Yeah.
think it's like 4 o'clock or something like that now.
Well, I agree with Mark, whereas I don't think platform's going to return. I'm just looking at the area where platform is. I don't think platform's going to come back. And what Mark was saying as well, where platform used to be, I reckon this new maze is sort of going to be in that area as well.
You do?
Yeah, like there's nowhere else you can really put it. Like you've got the whole area sort of underneath Thorpe, where platform was, and obviously, as I've said, platform's not going to come back.
You not think it will?
I don't think it will. No, it's done its time. It's done well. You know, the way I remember a couple of seasons ago when it first came in, it was really nothing special, and then it went extreme.
Yeah.
And I think it's sort of done its bit now.
It's peaked.
Yeah,
Last year it
it's
peaked.
done its bit, and if it comes back again, it's just going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's not going to attract people, so, you know, they've got to change things up, and I do think that this new maze is going to take up the area where platform is. What it's going to be, don't know, but wait
See,
and see.
what it could do is it could sort of lead towards where platform ended.
Yeah,
and start
exactly.
that way and go through the dark tunnel.
Yeah.
And kind of come back the way that platform used to go. Sort of in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
What does Mark think about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's a first shout, but I actually was thinking it might go the same way.
Yeah.
And head round into the dark tunnel.
Yeah.
And then you'll probably start hearing the chainsaw around that point, and then you'll be like, oh no, where is it, where is it, where is it? And then it'll just appear towards the end, I
just
think.
Come at you, sort of thing.
If it comes this way, I don't know how it would tie in, how you'd get round to it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas platform kind of like did follow the path and you knew where it was going. So, because if you think back to those that did the platform maze, they've already built like the huts round the back, and you think to yourself, could they tie that in with like a village around the sawmill or something?
Yeah.
You're thinking that might work, and then tie you back in, and then you'll hear the chainsaw, and then you'll start running.
I think we're going to need to take a walk down Monk's Walk at some point to see what's going on actually down there.
I'll leave that up to you, the Southern correspondent of PBE.
Yeah, I'll get that sorted.
It'd be quite tough though, because obviously when you go down Monk's Walk, from what you've seen, it doesn't quite tie you in, because you went over the water, didn't you, if you remember correctly?
Yeah.
That's where all the huts were put together. And you think to yourself, if they've left them there and then just spruce them up, it's already done for them.
Yeah.
And I think that might tie in, because obviously it was all built of wood and everything, so it's like Saw Creek. Yes, it's going to be around there, and that's where I think it'll go the other way.
You've heard from Mullet, you've heard from Mark. I'm now at the Loggers Leap funeral scene. If you've not seen that video, check out the card in the top of the screen. It is worth it for the laughs, especially when Studs gets all serious. This is supposed to be a funeral, as he says. Getting to the point, what do I think about this new maze? Well, I think something completely different to Mark and Mullet. I think they're going to use the old Loggers Leap queue line. I think they're going to change up the queue line a little bit, take some of the wooden structure of the queue line out, make the walkways a little bit bigger. Kind of like they used to do with Hellgate. Now, that's going back a long time. but that's what they did with the X No Way Out queue line. They used old parts of it for Hellgate and some other mazes which I can't remember the names of, but they used old bits of the queue line. I think they might do that with loggers, but I think it might be quite a short maze, but I think it'll be quite an intense one. Don't know exactly how they'll go about it. What they might do is they might even bring you out through the old loggers station, so you might go up over the steps into, if you remember the loggers queue, you used to go over the steps when you first started to go in the queue. I think you'll go over the steps and into the old queue line, and I think you'll somehow find your way into the loggers station, go across where the trough was and out where the old on-ride photo area was. Might seem a bit short, but there is a lot of space back there. That queue area was quite big. They could easily cover the trough of loggers, quite easily put something over it so you can't fall into the trough. I've seen it done when maintenance has been done on log flume, so it can be done. That might seem unreasonable at this point, but what we can't see off camera at the minute, because it's really difficult to see from where we're stood anywhere around this area, is there's actually a lot of scaffolding going up around the other side of Loggers Station. Now that could be because they're removing it soon. We all know that Loggers Sleep's never reopening, Thorpe Park, so it is going to be getting removed soon. And I believe Merlin's Magic Making are going to be selling off parts for it, something to look out for if you were a fan of loggers. But I just think they're going to utilise this old building before it goes. It fits in with the so-called theme of this new maze, and I don't think platform's going to come back, and I think, to be honest, that's a good thing, because that is a maze that I didn't really rate very highly. I always thought that to do it, you had to do it in pitch black, and even then it was just, I don't know what it was, I just didn't particularly like that maze. But I think just going back to Thorpe Park and Fright Nights last year, they trialled a lot of having quite a lot of mazes in like all packed into similar areas. I mean, there's quite a few mazes that all felt quite close. As an example, you had platform and there was one right next to it, and I think there was probably too many mazes and not enough actors, whereas I think this year I've got a prediction that I think Thorpe will go kind of down the having 3 or 4 mazes but lots of actors, and I think they'll have scare zones as well. I don't know any better than you guys do, so please let me know in the comments what you think. Before Mullet leaves us and goes off to do some other bits and bobs today, you want to talk about this Tidal Wave challenge that you've been wanting to do on camera for the last 2 years?
This is called the Tidal Wave game. Basically, the person who stays here, you have to hold on to the fence, the person who stays here the longest is the winner.
Right, okay.
It can get quite wet.
Moist.
Mess up. Yeah.
Well, I'll watch from afar.
And here comes the boat.
Mark's joining you, I believe.
Yeah, here comes the boat. And then that happens. That was easy, that.
I think that was a bit of an easy game. There's not supposed to be more to it.
Well, it kind of depends on the boat. I think I might have to stay here and try that again.
Might have to try again. The boat's coming down the drop now. Boat challenge number 2, here we go.
That worked.
I'm not quite sure who won, but I think you both got a tad moist.
That worked.
That worked.
I'm alright.
I think you won.
Yeah.
Happy now?
He must have won because he stayed there longer.
I don't understand this game.
Be able to see on the videos anyway, you left it longer.
The video judge, let us know in the comments who won, Mark or Mullet. We've had a bit of a rest from the rides, and it's now time to go on the Swarm for the first time today. In keeping with the rest of the park here at Thorpe Park, it's nice and quiet. It's looking like it's going to be like a 10-minute queue at most.
Obviously it looks as though he's basically going in the station, so...
Yeah, straight into the station and pretty much straight on, which is not bad going. First proper day of the summer holidays, and it's looking like we're just going to walk onto most things at Thorpe. We didn't wait long for Inferno, we've not waited long for Stealth. We've done it a couple more times off camera since we last did it. Walked straight on it every time. And now we've got no queues on the Swarm. It's really good, isn't it, Mark? I'm loving this.
I'm loving it. I think we picked a good day because all the children would have been the last couple of weeks with school, so they probably thought, I'll give this weekend a visit. We're looking, the weather's nice, it's superb, really.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't going to come today, were we? We picked a good day to sort of last minute decision.
We swapped it around last night, didn't we? Like, let's go Thorpe.
Let's go Thorpe instead of somewhere else, which we'll go eventually. Yeah. But look, I mean, look at this, it's great. There's just no queues. Great. I'm going to put the camera away because I think we're going to get straight on it. So we'll see you after a ride on the Swarm. We've just taken our first ride of the day on Swarm. We waited about 5 minutes.
5 minutes tops. It was basically down at the air gates. It was superb, really.
Nice, wasn't it? Straight on.
Straight on, and you're like, oh, just pick whatever row you want. You know what? It was alright. It's out of the I've done, it's probably the second best wing coaster that I've done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It gets a little bit better for me. You've got to sit in the back row. The front you don't tend to get a lot of forcing, but as for the overall experience of this place, I think it's just done very, very well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously they added like the billboard in later on after it was done, and they've just themed it really, really good.
It really works, doesn't it, for a wing coaster? Its surroundings are excellent. Yeah,
it's got near-miss elements, it's got everything that you could really want on a wing coaster, really, and it's just been done so well, and it's just ace. It's one of them where you just think, you know what, you've done it really, really well. And I know loads of people that genuinely love this ride.
Yeah.
They're not enthusiasts or anything, but when it comes down, it's like, oh, can we go on the Swarm? Can we go on the Swarm? Because it's just what they like, and it's just really, really nice and refreshing that that's all been done.
I think it's a really, really popular coaster in general, whether it's enthusiasts, just thrill seekers. I think over time, I mean, there was talk when it first came that it didn't perhaps do as well as they wanted, but I think over time it's probably made its money back.
Without doubt, because you know that everyone, like, when you come in the morning first thing, you know that everyone's going to go to the right, straight on Swarm Island. Let's get on Swarm, let's get on Swarm, let's get on Swarm. And you can see that everyone just loves coming here. You can see them all start running. No matter what time it is, it's like, it could be a July, it could be an August, and they're literally going, I'm going to run, I want to be on that first train, I want to be on that first train.
That's why you can always get on Stealth, Inferno, Soar, and even Colossus really easily in the morning.
Because everyone's in this queue.
Yeah.
And you come back in an afternoon like we have now.
It's nice and quiet. So you've got a little theory you want to talk about the big talks. We have been talking about Fright Nights.
Yes. It was just like, when I was on the Swarm, I was just like, hang on a minute. Sanctum was, first year that Sanctum was in, before it went to Do or Die, was behind Swarm.
Yeah.
And if you was hiding, say, Big Top, and you thought, is there a chance of it coming back, where would you be able to put it so that it could make a massive impact at the end of summer? You could start constructing it behind Swarm.
On Swarm Island, where the Sanctum was.
Yeah,
no one would see it until
you basically put the tent over it, and it'd be like, oh, there's Big Top. And obviously we're just speculating, really, but it would be an ideal place just to hide something until the last minute and go, Big Top's back.
What about Neptune's Beach? See it going on there? I know Mullet thinks so.
Mullet thinks so. For me, no. I don't think it really worked that well on it, to be honest with you. It wasn't. It just didn't work. It just didn't work for me on that sand. But and with the way the summers have been recently, you'd have to take the beach out.
Yeah, and it's been too good a summer again, hasn't it, to take it out really.
And you think that it's getting warmer into August, and are they really going to want to close that off to build Big Top on it? Can't see it. I really can't see it. And that's why I think if it does come back, it'll go on behind there, because Valsilla's on until September time anyway, and that's leaving it at the last minute to throw Big Top up. But we'll see.
See what happens. Time will tell. Let's go and do some more rides. Following on from our rides on Swarm, we've decided to come back over to Nemesis Inferno, and the reason being, there is a very, very little queue. This is just Thorpe Park heaven today, isn't it, Mark? Just no queues.
No queues, and like Inferno always has a queue.
Yeah,
always has a queue. And what? 5 to 4. Take this all day. Get me on it. You got that back row.
Mullet picked a bad day not to be able to do a full day with us, didn't he?
Oh yeah. He came, had a few goals on stealth and went home.
Yeah.
And he's missing out on this.
Came, had a beer, had a go on stealth and had to go home. Overall today we have taken 5 rides on Nemesis Inferno. I think that's pretty impressive on a Saturday in July, especially halfway through July. It's been a really good day. We are coming to the end of the day now. I'm just making sure I don't walk into some people that are coming the other way. It's been a really fun day at Thorpe Park so far today. We are coming to the end, so we're probably going to do a couple of rides on stealth. We'll do that and then we'll probably wrap up the video over in the dome. So we'll see you after a few rides on stealth. We've come to the end of an excellent day here at Thorpe Park, the island like no other in the UK. Mark, how has your day been?
Brilliant. I absolutely love coming to this place. I never ever fail to go away without a smile on my face. It's just a feel good atmosphere. You come in and you're like, oh, I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's got that lively music and a bit of cheese, and it's just wasping. But it's just like you just come in, it's just you can't go away unhappy.
No.
No matter what. I mean, like early on in the year, you come and I didn't really go on anything. I went on a couple of rides,
yeah.
But it was just so nice just to sit and chill and relax. And same today. I mean, it's not been busy today, but that's probably because all the kids have been this week with school.
Yeah.
So it's been a nice time to come, because I know like last weekend was really busy. So we just hit it right today. And
Hit the jackpot with the queues, haven't we?
Yeah, it's like, well, 5 goals on Inferno. I think we've had 5 or 6 goals on stealth. We've been on Saw, we've been on Swarm.
Yeah.
We've just chilled as well, and it's just been a nice, relaxed day. It's been so good, so much enjoy it. If anybody's like wondering, should I come over summer, will it be busy? Just come, enjoy the atmosphere,
yeah.
And have a real good time, especially if you're around in the south. It should be red hot down here. Just get yourself here, have a go on Tidal Wave and everything. It's just
play the Tidal Wave game.
Yeah, but you can literally go on it and be dry in a minute anyway.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
You know what I mean? It's just a happy, lively atmosphere. It's just such a nice park. I absolutely love it.
So we're probably not coming back now till September. Looking forward to that return visit, because we have got our club event here.
Can't wait, can't wait. 14th of September, we'll be here. It's just going to be, again, it's going to be a nice group of us just going round together. And I'm sure like a lot of people will not be bothered what rides they get on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, obviously we'll get stealth behind the scenes. It's just going to be ace,
Yeah.
Getting the geek shots out and everything. You'll be like, yes, this is why I'm here, this is why I'm here.
That's going to be amazing.
It's just going to be so good. Obviously we get an hour on the Swarm, and it's going to be a nice ride to get an hour on.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's not too intense. You can just literally lap it and lap it and lap it, and it's just going to be such a good day.
Group of 50 as well. We should get loads of rides.
Yeah, literally, it'll be on 2 trains, I would imagine, as well. Yeah. So you literally can just go off and go round, I would imagine. So it's going to be ace. I can't speak highly enough of this place. It's such a nice park. I love it.
I'm looking further ahead. Excited for Fright Nights too?
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. You know, obviously we've been messages saying, is it Halloween yet? Is it Halloween yet? I cannot wait just to come and experience it. There's just something. This park, obviously, we've said today that it's been good. But
it comes to life at Halloween.
As soon as obviously, I'm sure they'll do it again this time. It's like the island changes after dark.
Yeah,
it does.
It does.
You literally, as soon as the sun starts setting, you're like, yeah. And the atmosphere slightly changes, and you're like, oh, the spooks are coming, and it's just going to be such a good event. If you was maybe concerned about last year, you're like, oh, should I go? Forget it. Forget last year.
Last year didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Just come and get it. And this time, I am certain it's going to be absolutely nailed. It's going to be spot on. Every maze will be like
full on, I think.
Full on, and it'll be intense. And it'll be like, yes, this is exactly what we want. And I'm sure that Thorpe Park have probably listened to feedback as what's happened and gone, you know what, we're going to ramp it up and we're going to make it the best we can ever be. And I am certain that it's going to happen this time. They've already got the marketing campaign out, and you're like, yes, this is going to be good, this is going to be great. Just get yourself here and enjoy it.
So yeah, we're coming to the end of what has been a really fun day at Thorpe Park. Like Mark says, we've been on lots of rides, Inferno, Stealth, Swarm, Saw, just chilled as well. There's been no rush, we've not had to run around, just strolled around the park, done rides as we felt like it. And I just love the atmosphere, especially around Amity Cove, and just feeling the vibe of the old music, the daft old music, and it's just got such a feel-good summer feel about it. Summer vibes, you could say. And as well, waiting for Stealth, we had about a 20-minute wait, which was probably the longest wait of the day. But do you know what? I don't care because I really like queuing for Stealth. Yeah, I actually like queuing for it because the music is feel-good, the rides feel good. It's so much better than King the Car, by the way. It's just so much better than King the Car Stealth. It's not even half the size. King the Car is so much bigger than it. I mean, King the Car's airtime hill is pretty much the same size as Stealth. Maybe even bigger, I don't know exactly. But Stealth is just so much better than King the Car. So if you are planning to go to America and you think, do I go for Top Thrill Dragster or do I go for King the Car? Top Thrill Dragster all the way. Because if you want to do King the Car, just come and do Stealth, it's better. Moving on from that, like Mark says, Fright Nights at Thorpe. Thorpe are going to smash it this year. I'm convinced that they're going to do so much different than last year. I think there's going to be less mazes, but more actors, which for me, I think that's better. Less mazes, more actors. You get more of a full-on experience, more of an intense experience, but also I've got a feeling there's going to be some scare zones as well. I just think they're going to smash it, and I think they've already got it right with the marketing campaign. They've got people guessing, they've got us guessing, as you've seen from the vlog today. They've got other people on Twitter, Facebook, socials, all predicting what they're going to do. They're predicting how they're going to make it different from last year. It's well known that last year wasn't really what Thorpe were wanting to do with Fright Nights. They probably admitted that by changing the way that they're advertising this year and the way that they're probably going to go about it with less mazes, which is of course a prediction, I don't know for sure, but it just feels like they're going to just be so much better with it this year, and I'm just so excited for it. But what I think is exciting as well is whilst they'll be pushing Merlin for money for their budget for Fright Nights, Towers are then going to be going, well, we want to do things our way as well, and I think that both events are going to be amazing. But I'm looking forward to seeing how both events work out, to be honest, but I'm especially looking forward to here. We've got the event in September, on September the 14th, where we've got Swarm ERT, Stealth behind the scenes. That is unfortunately sold out, but I can already guarantee that in 2020 we will be back doing the Coaster Club event. We've already had a little chat about it today with the right people, where we'll be able to have more of a group, a bigger group, more activities, so keep an eye on our socials for that definitely. And then 2 weeks later we'll be back for the start of Fright Nights. We've already booked in at the Shark Hotel. It's going to be an amazing end to our visits to Thorpe Park for definite. 2 visits in September, the Coaster Club event, Fright Nights. It's just going to be amazing. I just don't come away from here feeling let down, ripped off or anything like that. Come away from here thinking, right, when am I coming back? And that is why I like this place so much. You don't have to come and hammer the rides. You can just come here, have a good day, chill out. I mean, like last time we came, we did Bountzilla. We didn't do many other rides because me and Mike were pretty much knackered all day after doing Bountzilla. Needed to lie down for an hour after that. But it was so much fun, and this place just shouts fun. It's got vibrancy, it's got a good atmosphere, it's good summer vibes. I just love it here, and I can't wait to come back in September. So we're going to wrap it up there. We've got a 3-hour drive home now. For Mark, it's about 4 hours. Well, thanks for watching. I'm not sure where we're going next. I think it might be Leesburg, but we might sneak another vlog in beforehand. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.